Welcome to the Explorer's Crypt, the penultimate dungeon. And this is the one that gets spooky.
Who are you gonna call? McFly.
And now I can break pots with my sword.
Oh, the best power. We missed you.
And the second best power.
Things are looking up for McFly.
It's a little unfortunate that the magical boomerang doesn't do more damage to more enemies. Otherwise I would barely use my sword anymore.
I mean, I guess you gotta balance it out a little bit. The boomerang has to kind of stay a stunning item.
So here's one of the gimmicks of the Explorer's Crypt. Some of these rooms are dark. That's not necessarily part of it, but in the room immediately after, a voice tells me to get out before those 4 torches are doused. If I fail to get out before then, I'm teleported immediately back to the first room of the dungeon, no matter where I am. It's only for 2 particular rooms, maybe a third, especially for a third because that's a mini-boss fight, but later in the dungeon, when that happens, it is super obnoxious.
Yeah, something spooky is afoot.
That's okay, you can get through the 2 doors you need to worry about before you found a way to stop whatever's happening.
Yeah, and you've got almost a whole second after the last one blows out before it actually teleports you, so...
Yeah. Here we see the red ring proving its worth.
Yes. Just killing wizrobes with your sword.
I do miss getting 2 hearts every time, but what the hell.
Well, if you're killing things fast enough, you shouldn't be taking damage.
It's actually a faster way to get to this door.
Ghost Warp is what it's known as in the speedrunning community.
It better be. Fit. Wrong button.
Yeah, right. Hey, at least you're not accidentally playing a harp every 3 seconds.
Thank fuck.
That item's so annoying.
It's a ghost with a sword.
Why does he have a sword?
Or a baton.
He's a police ghost.
But there, that was the ghost that was teleporting me back. So with them out of the way, I can walk around that room without worrying at all.
Until we meet again, McFly!
Luckily, there's only 2 ghosts in the dungeon. Now this puzzle is a little interesting. I'm surrounded by these Armos, but one of them is actually just a statue. Every time you leave the room and come back, it changes which one it is.
So these guys would be threatening if they hadn't given you the ultimate Armos killer in the last dungeon.
Yeah. This room does reset when you go down the stairs and what have you. So it's a little annoying, but with the magic boomerang, it's super easy anyway.
Ah, you thought you could get away, did you?
Just killing it out of principle, really.
It didn't even give you any items. Trying to imagine what you were going to do with the Gale Seed there.
It was the wrong seed.
I was just going to let it play out.
It's really rude that the platform leaves immediately as soon as you get here.
I know. It's kind of annoying.
This room isn't necessarily tricky. It's pretty obvious what you need to do. Just use a magnetic glove to repel yourself across the gap. But you can repel yourself into a keys pretty easily, depending on where they're located. This puzzle, little tricky if you don't know the combination. You can only press each button once. But it's bottom right, or right bottom, bottom right, top... Fuck it, you saw the combination.
Yeah! before we went into that room, I want to throw a shout out to the Dungeon Music for playing a tone on the same channel as the magnetic glove, so we didn't get to hear the sound effect. So, shout out to Dungeon Music. Thank you.
Now what I'm doing here is how I get the map. You need to open those blocks in that particular combination, because otherwise you can't get the trampoline out of there. And you need to. I pushed a little too far ahead, I think. And when that happens...
Crack. Oh god, my upper spine.
Now the downside of the magical boomerang, it does not work on the bubbles.
No. I think maybe mystery seeds? I don't know, I don't remember.
First my head, then my butt.
Well, you balance it out. Upper spine and lower spine.
There's the other ghost.
Yeah, there's no way in hell.
And of course the ghost is hiding in that locked door, so we need to go find a key.
Nah. Trolled.
Nah.
You need that metal ball. Means I gotta come back from another angle. Hey, we're still threatening, right? Oh god.
They tricked me again.
At least it gives you a point of reference, though.
It's just 3 spaces down from the actual tile. And the key drops down.
Who keeps moving the trampoline?
This dungeon is not good for my butt.
We call this dungeon the Cervix Crusher. Cervix, god damn it, coccyx. Holy shit. It could crush your cervix, though, if you landed the right way. Suppose. And if McFly were a lady.
Yeah, you gotta move quickly, because the torches go out on their own.
It's like the Poe sisters from Ocarina of Time Forest Dungeon.
But there's only 2 of them. They do have some decent health, it's just with the red ring and a spin attack, it just takes 1 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't Pegasus swim?
Have you ever seen a Pegasus swim? The wings get in the way, they're not really good at it.
Doesn't work on the dark nuts. Nope.
Our armor is made of iron. Oh, this is one of those. Except that none of them are moving.
Yeah, gotta use the boomerang to hit that switch. I have some trouble with it.
Almost.
This isn't the worst puzzle with the boomerang in the game, though.
Got it. Nice.
And it's hard to show up because the screen isn't that wide.
Oh, good juking.
Yep. For some of these, you need to activate the magnetic glove, then step off the platform.
Alternatively, you can jump with Rock's Feather and catch it midair.
Jump with Rock's Feather, you say?
Or just dive into a hole. Just... classic. Huh?
Can't cross that gap.
Well... only we had Moosh.
Now these red trampolines send me up 2 floors. I think very rarely are you able to move one, though.
Yeah, they're very specific. Here's the item room.
Time it right. God damn it.
We're in Dungeon 7 and still the keys are a problem. They love to throw this keys and moving platform combination.
It's pretty obnoxious. But on the plus side, we got the upgrade to the Rock's Feather, which is the Rock's Cape. When you hold down the button, you do a sort of double jump.
an amazingly useful upgrade.
Quite. Because you can cover some good distance with it.
Oh yeah. They brought this baby back in Minish Cap too. It's amazing. Very Looney Tunes way of falling down the hole.
I realized. Oh, wait.
Nah, you could have cape jumped it.
Probably, but this is easier.
Also, with the Pegasus seeds in the cape, you can clear almost the entire room in one jump. So this room has a dick move. They throw water in there, so you have to pull them to you, or wait till they go around to the edge. Or catch them with your sword if you're good at it.
Now, I already know I need to move the trampoline closer to the water, so that it can land on that platform. And here's how we get to the magnet ball.
Finally, the key. That key's been taunting us for a little while now.
I am noticing with some of these rooms where the floor tiles fly at you, they don't remove the entire floor. There is still a path you can take. But sometimes, like with that first room with the bridge, it's easier to just use the Pegasus seed, then enter the room, and just sort of run past them.
I think they're trying to panic a first-time player into thinking that I better do this room quickly or else all the floor is going to be gone.
Now this room looks like it sucks, but they gave me a fairy, and it seems like they always give you a fairy, so you can just kill them from a distance.
Assuming you finish the trading sequence.
Yeah.
You could also bomb them, but...
Bomb them and send seeds with the slingshot. That's a room they expect you to use the Pegasus seeds, but if you get the timing just right, you can do it without. But it's mini-boss time, and I need to get prepped here. We fought the two ghosts, and the mini-boss is me fighting both of them at once. Only now, we also have the curse activated. During the fight, they're going to blow out these torches. I need to relight them, or else, once they're all gone, they're going to send me all the way back to the start of the dungeon. Keep in mind, you don't get the teleporter until you beat the mini-boss, so that's a lot of backtracking you have to do.
Yeah, because this dungeon's very long, and this is the multitask boss.
Yeah. And I think by this point, I might have switched back to my double heart ring.
This is also a good fight to wear the blue ring if you have it that halves your damage, because then you don't have to worry about taking hits. Of course, if you picked up all the pieces of hearts like you did, there's really no problem.
Yeah, I'm fine. In spite of all the damage I'm taking, I'm fine.
Oh. The Wizroad rooms.
We're right near the end of the dungeon. We still need to get the boss key, but it's along the way. And this looks like more of a maze than it really is.
Yeah, it's not too tough.
Like, I think I got the pathing here the first time.
I love that chest. It's just a waste of time.
This path takes me to the boss door. But I need to go back for the key. It is kind of a cleverly designed room, though.
Mm-hmm.
I already take 2 with the magnet gloves. Or 3.
So imagine those rooms with the modern style of Wizrobes. Just like prancing about all over the room.
Modern style in, like...
The most recent Breath of the Wild ones. That look like they're just kind of skipping around
Oh, yeah.
in the sky.
Son of a bitch. Well, you know, that might still be kind of fun, because then you would presumably also have elemental weapons that could kill them in one hit.
Right. It also looked like a really fun party.
Where is he? I think I need to kill all the enemies in here. But of course the wizards are teleporting around. Now, thankfully, you don't need to do all of that magnet glove crap again. Just need to get the timing right on that jump.
Easy peasy. One of 2 block jumps in the game.
Now, this jump can be highly obnoxious. You can tell from the number of statues what order you need to jump. You do need the Pegasus Seeds in order to make the jump over to that first one. But when you still have the Pegasus Seeds activated, you can easily overjump and just land in a bottomless pit. Tricky and kind of silly, but it's not too hard at least.
Ultimately, it's just a time waster. You won't ever take enough damage to die there.
Well, not quite. This'll help. Okay, so you can move the red ones. I am gonna need the hint from this owl. It's a bit cryptic. He's referring to the colored switches on the floor below. Specifically, he's referring to the top left switch. So every other switch needs to be red. The top left switch needs to be blue.
I like it when the owls give you clues that are riddles.
That was a really simple room for the boss key after all that.
Heh, nice strategic ring switching.
I can think sometimes. Now those guys really suck. Because they like to go intangible a lot.
Yeah, I really hate the blue ones, but that's what Gale Seeds are for. You're just killing them for sport now?
Now, I want this guy to get over here so I can get a heart, but it doesn't work.
Boss time!
Double-headed dragon.
This should have been the Dancing Dragon dungeon boss.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's a freaking 2-stage boss.
First is easy. Destroy one of the heads, it starts flying around, then destroy the other head. It loses its skin and becomes a skeleton. This version's a little bit tricky because he pounds the ground and stuns you. But if you jump at the rock's cape, it doesn't affect you, and you can just hit it normally.
The red ring makes it hilariously easy.
Yeah.
You got the holy nutsack!
It is the seed of life.
I mean, they're not even trying to hide this one. Little curve to the left there, buddy.
They're bola balls.
I see you found my nutsack, thank you.
Alright, let's give it a rest.
Okay.
It's the same deal as in Ages. He cannot tell you where the last essence is kept.
Somewhere in the world.
McFly, I am very sure it is not on the moon.
It's actually technically not on the overworld. Hint, hint.
That's right.
Ooh, we gotta check it out. We got a couple rings.
Yeah.
There's also some stuff we can collect now that we have the cape.
This one in particular. You need to change the season to fall, and then use that cave in order to get here. Because otherwise it has to be summer for you to climb the vine up to get in the graveyard. But that is how we get one of the last pieces of heart. The second to last. The very last will be on the way to the next dungeon. And I figured before we leave, let's talk to the pirates. Since I hadn't really talked to them since they started puking.
Vomiting everywhere. Well, they seem to be feeling better.
Oh yeah, that was the dude in front of the desert. Not the one in it, he's still there.
They're just gonna leave that one behind.
Well, I can't remember him, and I can't help them.
I wonder what the penalty is for desertion in the Skeleton Navy.
Desert Shin.
Oh, I was waiting for you to finish that one for me.
But next time, a quick little detour into a Link's game-only dungeon. One we talked about, but haven't really properly explored yet. And then part 16 will be the penultimate dungeon, and part 17 will be the final bosses.
All right, so next time, heroes only, no girls allowed.